Good evening. My name is MQuintana, and tonight I'm going to be talking to you about the STAR test. I first got interested in the STAR test last year when I was told by the school that my daughter was going to need to take the STAR modified. I wasn't quite sure and I didn't understand what it was about, so I did a little bit of research. And so what I'm going to do is just talk to you guys tonight about who wrote it, why it is important, and if there's any other tests involved with or other than the STAR. It was first introduced in the 2011-2012 school year, and it stands for the State of Texas Assessment of Academic Readiness. What it does is it's the standardized test for grades 3 through 12. The focus is on the success of the students at their grade level to prepare them for college and future life. The Texas Education Agency is who wrote the test, and it also went through legislation to be passed to be the standardized test for the different states. It affects grades 3 through 12. 3 through 8 are tested on reading and math. 4 and 7 are also tested on writing, and 5 and 8 are tested on science, and 8th grade is also tested on social studies. When the students move up into high school, they are tested with what was called TAKS. It is the Texas Assessment of Knowledge and Skills, and it was changed into the STAR EOC, which EOC stands for end of course. So the TAKS, what it tested was in 9th grade they would take 2 tests, and then in 10th and 11th they were given 4 tests. In 11th grade they had to pass all 4 of those tests to be able to graduate. Now with the STAR EOC, they will be tested at the end of course for 12 different subjects. English 1, 2, and 3, Algebra 1 and 2, Geometry, Biology, Chemistry, Physics, World Geography, World History, and U.S. History. Any student that is in grade under 8th, if they were to take classes ahead of their grade level that had an EOC, a STAR EOC, they would also be required to take that exam as well. So what I did when I told you previously that I had looked it up, there are 4 different types of STAR. There's the regular STAR, which is given to all general ed students. There's the STAR alternate, which is given to students with significant cognitive disabilities and they are receiving special ed. The STAR L is an English language learner who meet linguistic accommodations in those subject areas starting in spring of 2013 for grades 3 through 8. The end of course for those, it's math, science, and social studies. The STAR modified, that one is an alternate assessment based on the modified academic standards. And what I discovered is that this is the last school year that they're going to be offering the STAR modified. They are taking it out because the U.S. Department of Education informed the states that it is, because it's a modified assessment, they cannot use it in accountability purposes, which is how the schools are, how the students are doing, how the schools are tested. So if they use, they cannot use the STAR modified after this year. They haven't decided yet what they're going to use, but as of right now, this is the last school year for that assessment. So in conclusion, basically, the STAR test is the assessment test, like what we used to take was the TAKS test. It's so that way they can see that the students have learned the information that they need and that they are getting all of what they need. This test is given at the end of the year, so I don't see that if the students are learning what they need, The STAR test isn't there to make them worry about what they're learning, but so that way they can see if they're learning the correct material and how they're doing. Thank you.